right. B13.
Hello, hello. How are you? Do 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 do. Bow, bow, bow. Bing, 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 bing. Do 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 do. Bow, 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 bow. Hello. Dee, 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 dee. Who we got watching tonight? I'll spam a few links in a few places, you know. It's got to be done. I've been pinged. I'll be 2 seconds just spamming a few links and then we'll be sorted. Good to go. There it is. And that one. Done that one. Do that one. One in there. Yeah, no worries, Landy. Hope you enjoy the crumble. Crumble is always nice. It's been a while since I've spammed my link everywhere, so I'll just get it done. There it is. Oh, please don't do that. I don't taste nice. Do 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 do. That'll do, right. Let's get cracked on, shall we? Bow, bow, bow. Ah, my eye. There's something in my eye. Oh no. Oh, my eyeball. I'm blind. Oh dear. Scratch my eye. Oh yeah, that's it. Ah. There we go. I can see. Hee hee. Right, let's do that. Do that. Let's get the toys out to play. There we go. Kitty cat meow. Cat goes woof. How are we doing tonight then, peeps? Let's hit this gate. And we're off. Yeah, I got this last field for rolling. And then we got a field to roll Cambridge rolls just to get seeds pressed in. And then we've got a bit of plough. Well, we can either go ploughing or we can go cultivating. So we'll get ready for drilling. Might see if Jacob wants to do some ploughing actually. I don't think he's got much of anything to do. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Do, 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 do. Got that field there to get ploughed up. Which will be a bit of a nightmare. But hey ho. I spent a bit of time on here the other day, Tuesday. I just got a few fields rolled. Should really check on the moo-moos. See how they're faring these days. Take on 2 seconds, just going to jump in the oh, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Squeak, squeak. There we go. Do that. And that way if people want to join VC they can. Well, people on this server. Evening Jeff, how we doing bud? Just getting all my grass fields rolled. This is the final field. Could have used my power really, but hey ho. So what have people been doing today? Much of anything or not a lot or... Good evening Irish, how are you doing? Yay, bots have returned. Good evening Rob, how you doing bud? You had a good day at work or? Evening T-Dub. Yeah, I ain't too bad, thanks Irish. Living the dream, you know. Watching a cat go insane. She's got her catnip toy. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, I've got a good idea for a new karaoke song as well. Come harvest. But you've got to wait till harvest to hear it, I'm afraid. What on earth is the Pumatic brand, Jeff? Or do I not want to know? A busy day is a good day, isn't it, Rob? As long as it wasn't too busy, of course. Evening Isaac, how you doing bud? Lots of chatty chatter tonight, it's nice. Evening.
Oh.
It's Isaac.
I'm just a Noe.
Yeah, no worries.
Is there anyone else on at the moment?
Jacob's on.
Okay.
He's going to do some ploughing for me.
I think there's a field I need to cultivate.
Have you got one more spread with muck first?
There's one that I think has been inspected, but I need to cultivate. Yeah, 25, okay.
I'm just glad I did a load of these the other day.
What you do?
Yeah. I'm not sure, Jeff. You'd have to ask probably Stu that. Or Ian. Or, you know, somebody else. Yeah, my day's been alright, Irish. I had a nice hour's nap on the sofa this afternoon. I had nothing better to do when I was tired. What do you mean, why can't you send pictures in food chat?
I'm thinking now, so...
I don't know. Should be able to. Hold on, let me have a look at that. Missions. Hold on. That's where I stopped. You should be able to now, Landy.
Did I say field 25?
Yeah, he said 25.
Okay, I have to go and look at 25 because I think it's got something in it.
25 is barley, according to this.
25 is just straw of manure on it.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 25 needs...
Yeah, I went to start ploughing it the other day. Well, drove past it.
Well,
Never got onto it.
It's... Well, my mini-map must have not caught up yet then.
No.
Well, I've been asked to cultivate it in, so... I don't know why we don't want it ploughing, but I've just been told to cultivate it.
I really want to buy a bigger plough, but can't justify it.
What have you got at the moment?
5 furrow.
That's still a fair lump.
But it's utterly ridiculous on my 400 horsepower.
That's why you need, I guess, 7726 or something like that.
I've got a smaller tractor, but
What have you got?
little old fan.
Hmm.
600 series.
I always thought those 500 series fabrics looked really nice.
I used to have one of those, but I sold it and bought this.
Try now, Landy.
Back in the old chunky vent days. Oh dear. Lag spike.
I'm guessing they're no longer with us, Irish.
What makes you assume that?
He said it would have been his uncle's birthday today. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I completely misheard what you said the first time.
That's right. Should I talk a bit louder and enunciate my words better for you?
I'm just half asleep, so
Typical teenager.
I don't. It was a somewhat busy day.
True, judging by all the pictures you've shared.
Been out and about most of the day.
Can't believe it's almost harvest time early.
Have you not got any winter barley ready?
No, nothing's ready around here.
Because there's people harvesting down in Devon and Norfolk.
No. I mean, the stuff that was the stuff that they planted first around here was the Aussie Road, I think. that came up really early.
Yeah, that was seed rate.
And that's just, well, a couple of weeks ago the flowers fell off. But it's not, we haven't sprayed it off yet or anything.
Your seed rate's always the fastest to be planted around here, but there's winter barley's pretty quick.
I mean, there's some oats and there's some wheat and barley around here as well.
Sorry to
But
hear that,
none of
Irish.
it's turning. None of it's even turning yet.
I'll just get a picture next time I'm out, but there's some fields just up the road from me that are winter barley and are just going yellow.
Has somebody got a husky? Or is that just children in the background?
Well, if it's not me and it's not you, it's Isaac.
Yeah. It's a human.
Thought it was a husky for a minute.
Can't tell the difference sometimes.
Can't that?
I'll log back on in a minute. Sorry.
That's right.
Hopefully the sync won't be too long.
That'll be fine.
You're going to come out ploughing as well?
Do I have to?
Where are you going to plough, Jacob?
Oh, I'm currently ploughing field 97 with.
I guess I could come and help you after the filters.
I mean, we'd have all three of us in the field.
The whole idea of having a contractor is so I don't have to do the, boring, tedious jobs.
Yeah. I don't know if someone let me. I don't know if someone let me use this class and waste our fuel and resources.
I somehow don't accept it.
No, I don't think you would. It's just me being silly.
How much do you pay me then?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh, actually, I was just under budget for a couple of new machines, so I'll work out the cost of that, and then that'll magically be the price of ploughing.
Surprise, surprise.
What's he looking at getting then?
Well, there's 4 bits of kit I'd like to buy this year. A new seed drill, a new plough, a bale wrapper, and sort of stacker.
I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up getting something at some point. Got plenty of money in the bank.
Traffic on the lanes is an extra thing from Ian. I'm not sure if it was built into if it's built in the map or if it's a script.
I think it's in the script.
I'm going to wash the tractor quickly.
Actually, I'm not sure.
I'm sure in the public version you get traffic on Bramble Lane.
I'm going to say there is traffic on the public version.
If you're not going to get it on the old version, is it not on there?
It might actually be on the newest version.
I think he's on about Hatton Lane, which was added to annoy me, which doesn't really annoy me. Landy finally gets the Nathan Sinks joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And look, I've restacked all my little conventional bales.
I need to find out if we have a pressure washer at the second farm.
No, I think you've only got the one.
Yeah, I've got the same feeling. It's worth a try though. Oh no, we do have one there.
Tight squeeze. Oh, I thought that was
I
money
don't
then.
know. I don't want it to be absolutely spotless, because then it won't look good in the screenshots.
Look at you, you're 6 for a
And oh, don't tell me the TPS buttons aren't working again. Oh, you fudgesicles. Great, all my bloody key bindings are messed up. Evening, Adam.
Evening, Adam.
Evening, Adam.
probably ought to watch the streams.
You're just jealous of my 6-footer plough.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Kinda.
You see, Jacob's got a tractor twice the size of yours, Crumble.
Yeah, he ain't got a 6-footer plough though.
Yeah, but you'll be jealous when I get my 9-furrow plough.
Oh, what's the button to turn on GPS?
What's the point in the 9
I just
plough?
think to myself.
Hello.
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 Evening.
What's the keybind to activate GPS?
Control numpad 0 and control numpad full stop.
Yeah, I've got the. Oh, you got to turn it on with a blooming mouse, ain't you?
Screenshot time. Well, almost screenshot time. You'll
It's
see.
gonna be a massive ball ache.
GPS.
You're on the same half of the server, aren't you?
Yes.
Busy ploughing.
We're on the decent bit of the server.
At least a bit. What are you saying about Ian?
Ian's the exception.
That's a bit harsh.
It does seem harsh.
Let me guess, you want somebody to check your sheep for you?
No? Maybe? I don't know, do they need checking?
Are they not all dead? Josh Shamrock said he was leaving and you've not been on FS for long. Ever.
I know, he was playing single player the other day. Don't blame him though.
That's why I was asking.
Got a bit boring. I don't know why. How do you keep it exciting for yourself?
Because there's always something to do.
Is that single player or multiplayer?
Both.
Single player doesn't. Single player's boring, full stop.
Yeah,
I know single player's boring. But, like, how do you get that little bit of excitement on multiplayer? Because, apart from when we're all online, I don't really get it.
But when you're just by yourself,
It's
it's a bit.
sort of like all or nothing.
When we're all working together, it's fine.
Yeah.
I always enjoy it. Even if I'm on here on my Todd, I don't mind.
I like the fact in multiplayer you've sort of got something to work towards. And you can actually compare yourself to everyone else and get better tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's more of an incentive to actually work and build up and be the best.
Why, thank you.
This 56 is doing a marvellous job on the cultivator.
Jacob, turn your beacons off, man.
I forgot they were on.
What was that, Adam? All I heard was Fen. Bad man having fence again, ain't you?
And there goes Adam.
I might have to go and sort my key bindings out in a second because it's going to do my Sweden.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Right, so
Very much so.
Getting a bit spooked because I just left the Discord on my computer and I still heard this kid mumbling in the background. I was like, what on earth? Then I realised it was in F1. Nobody ever has their mic turned on in F1. Also, I'm going to punt you.
can you hear me better now as well?
A lot clearer.
Hello, Jacob.
I really do want to fix my PC at some point.
I can definitely hear you now, Jacob.
Good.
Low car setup.
I think my neighbour's going to hear you.
Oh my god, he sounds about 8. Why would you turn a mic on?
I'm just not going to comment on that.
Is that who we're hearing as well?
Oh, there's 2 of them talking to there's 3 of them talking to each other. What have I joined?
I'd leave immediately.
This is some sort of friends lobby which they've accidentally put on public.
Just
Aha.
join the race,
Hello,
run off
jump.
the track and be done with it.
Half the grid just jump start.
Evening,
and there's no
SG.
penalties.
Yeah, you've probably walked into a friend's lobby. We did one.
I've been punted.
We made one on Spa, and set it to public, and then everyone public set off, and we went backwards and crashed head on with them all.
It's France, no rules. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's sort of what we did.
Oh, okay. He just unghosted as I hit him.
I've got to tell Adam to say hello to the kids. That's from Landy.
Right.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm just not going to comment because I'll get myself in trouble.
So what would be the theme that you'd be commenting on?
Sorry, what? What would I comment on?
Not you.
Can you not remember the old comments that we used to make?
Okay, so yeah, a continuation of an old joke that got killed because it was a bit harsh.
Yeah.
Probably realised he sounded like a bookie.
I thought we had rules against that.
I don't know why, it just... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just having one of them days. Days, weeks, months. It's all the same.
Lifetime.
But
Jeez, the straight's really long in France when you don't break for the chicane in the middle.
now you're here, Adam, you can give us that new karaoke song you're going to sing.
Oh yeah.
It's the wrong season.
Why am I singing karaoke song?
Your new
Do you not remember?
karaoke song.
What is this?
Yeah, no, it was just you.
Oh,
I can't see the bit where I'm supposed to be cheating.
I might have to go and sort out my keybinds. For some reason, they're not saved. It's got to do my nutting if it does. So I'll
What's
finish
the track
this.
going?
Finish this.
Wow.
Go and sort my keybinds out.
Right.
I'm just doing donuts. I've been spun.
do you know what time the sun goes down on the server at the moment?
Night time.
Yeah,
In real lifetime.
on the
Oh,
server.
it's night time, isn't it? That's when it gets down.
Yeah, when it gets
I
dark.
mean, real lifetime or in game time though.
It should be
Okay.
synced.
On the server in game. Because it's a different season. Does it change for season?
Oh yeah, it goes down. I think me and Sam were on here last night at about 11:15, and the sun was just setting.
I need to sort my bindings out.
That's real lifetime. So in game, I think it was about 7 o'clock.
Means I won't get a nice photo of the 56.
I think you can stay on till 11:15.
It's field will be done before 11:15 there.
Where is it? Where is
Yeah.
it? Where is it? Go on, where's the GPS keybinds? So we'll try deleting it. And then we'll add it back in because it's saying that it's set up.
As long as I point the track to the right way, we can get a nice screenshot.
I don't want to do that.
One drive in a straight line. Oh, purple.
Purple.
Purple what?
Wow.
Purple Nurple.
Okay.
Mm.
Save that.
Very yes.
Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, Jacob, Landy's been, not Landy, SG's been promoted.
What to?
Twitch moderator.
Oh, why would you do that?
Precisely that reason.
Yeah,
Oh god.
purely to annoy you and Landy.
Aww.
Could be worse. I could have made him the pinky to your brain.
Oh no, don't do that.
Talking of Pinky, how's he doing?
I just put an entire bottom half of a cornetto in my mouth at once. Hence I couldn't speak. No, I suddenly realised I had to take a cord or whatever once. I'm like, I need this hand, so I just stuffed it in my mouth.
You don't want to do that. What toffees have I got left? Oh, the Maggie things I don't like. That's not nice. Right. Oh, let's move me wheel over a bit more because I'm not quite set up properly. That's better. Yeah, I don't care about Hardy being on sale.
Set the pit wall.
Oh, it's still not working. Why are you not working, you?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to get a GPS map onto me blooming side panel.
Oh, fair enough.
Have you unplugged something?
No.
Anything? Unplug anything?
I might try unplugging it and then plug it back in. That normally seems to fix the issues.
That normally just resets up my stuff.
Well, don't reset mine.
Oh, on 19 it does at least.
I know what it is. I've used the buttons that much, I've worn them out.
Oh, I accidentally joined Danny. That was pure coincidence.
Oh, that's lucky.
Right, looks like I'm ploughing freehand.
That's the proper way to do it.
Is Danny still insanely good?
I don't know because I didn't see him. I didn't realise there was no rules until halfway around the first lap.
Ah.
So he was already like 3/4 of a lap ahead of me.
Does the sim in a modified version of Proceed or something? Because I don't remember when I was playing single player the tram line sticking around for the next year or so.
Yeah, tram
It's
lines have
almost
to be
certain.
ploughed.
Hold on, which field are you in?
A,
25.
25.
B. Field B.
I'm in build. 25.
Right.
Oh god, Monaco. Not Monaco with no rules,
Yeah,
surely.
Tram lines always have to be ploughed in.
Ah, very good.
I need to do some more F1 at some point. I missed that game.
We'll launch up now.
Same with Mud Runner as well, actually. I've done that in ages.
Got a bit repetitive.
Did you get Snow
actually
Runner?
played it.
No, it was the same game.
Mud Runner and Snow Runner are not the same game.
Pretty sure they are.
Same thing.
I've never actually played
I mean,
full.
It's just a bit more on top, isn't it? Oh, Danny left. Or if Danny left, I'm not staying around.
I mean,
Oh,
I've
you little
never.
friend.
Well, no, because it's just no rules lobby around Monaco. Sounds like hell. You wall grinding all the time.
Mud Runner and Snow Runner are the same but different.
Mud Runner, you got
One of them's just a slightly more developed version of the other one.
I never actually got to the point where I played a whole level of either of them. I've only got Mud Runner and the original. In neither of them.
I think the only time I've done a whole one is when I was with Humble in your stream.
I think I completed every map while we were doing streaming.
Probably.
I never completed one map.
I got so bored of it I couldn't even bother to join all the streams. Although that was back when I had motivation to do modding. That was fun. Those were the days, eh?
Back in the day.
I'm having to retexture the Bale grab because I'm not happy with the normal map on it.
Well, just stop playing F1, get it done, because I want it on air.
No, the texture's taking forever to bake and I don't know why, so I just gave up.
Did you get the hosts working?
Yes, the hoses worked fine. Ian's magic worked. I had the reference, because obviously, well, the actual hoses there's nothing wrong with, but the hydraulic cylinders, I had the reference frame and the reference point as the same thing as the hydraulic reference in the moving bit, but apparently even though that's how it was in other mods, apparently the reference frame had to be the actual cylinder itself, and as soon as I changed that it worked fine. But then I realised, because I'd taken it in Blender to try and fix the hoses and the rotations and stuff, and then I had it in Blender and I realised actually I don't like the way the box section was beveled.
Yeah.
Could do some
So-
on Friday.
I to change the normal I had to add sharps and seams along with the edges to the box section, but if you're doing that then you're creating new UV islands, which means you need to re-unwrap it again.
Evening Beast, how we doing? Just
I've just ended up rejoining the same lobby.
don't take me don't take me lunch money. Don't take me lunch money, Beast. I need that.
Munch money.
Yeah, he's raiding. I'm being raided.
Raided by whom?
Beast.
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 Beast who?
Beast Clutch.
Oh! That guy.
That guy. Yeah, that guy.
Oh.
Got 11 viewers.
Ignored them. It was 10 when I joined earlier. I think I'm still watching it in the background actually.
There you are, AMG farming.
Oh, that
Because
guy.
gaming was taken.
You could have been
That
AMG
guy.
Gaming 102.
Oh, no.
You know, AMG Gaming never finishes a mod.
Come on then.
It's a server.
Where's the rest of them?
Everyone else.
Throw them out. Slander.
What do you mean slander?
If you finish a mod, then we can't tell it to you.
Exactly. At the
I
moment
have
it's-
finished a mod.
No,
are you
Sam
talking
has
about?
finished a mod.
What about the shed? No one else had any input on that.
That's true, but that's a shed and it's for FS19, so...
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Plus I'm kinda happy about that, no one else is.
Oh! That's got over 11,000 downloads now.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Wayne's Shelf has got 100,000, so a bit depressing. But
Yeah, but then his is
downloads are definitely gonna... Yeah, the player base dropped off. Why does he keep changing the track? Jeez, I don't want to do Monaco.
Of course you did.
I don't, I hate Monaco. It's just so impossible.
I'm still waiting for you to finish the Bale slip.
I haven't actually been asked to finish it, you just keep reminding me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information.
Adam, can you finish the Bale slip,
Decals.
please?
I don't know what he's doing. I've been out for
Decals.
this
The
project.
attacher. The
Attacher
attacher on the
decals.
Bale. That's the
It's
only...
fine floaty. I like it floaty.
No, you don't.
It's good floating.
Oh yeah, where's my 3690 that you promised me about a year ago?
Told you I did the bonnets and then I had it in game and I realised I still hated the BSM cab.
Well, oh, right.
I feel sorry for your
And then
wife
there's-
if you ever get married.
That's quite a jump. Jesus. Where's that come from?
Well, one thing for sure, you won't be having kids anytime soon, will you?
Good call. Oh dear. Oh, that's... He's done it publicly as well. To like 10 people. Career.
Most of them are us.
Oh god, it's 11. I want to cry. Can I cry?
It depends if you're going to finish it or not.
Oh, it's horrible. What did I do?
It's more what you didn't do, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Bullies.
Oh, I'll turn the engine off. Oh, God.
Can someone just ram Crumble? Push him away.
I'm on the
Deserves
other
to be in the
side.
ditch for that.
What, for speaking the truth?
Oh!
Oh.
You haven't stabbed me in the back, you pulled out like a machete and hacked me apart. Imagine if Sam was watching.
He'd probably laugh as well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So, somebody needs to make a clip of all that.
Oh no.
I wonder how many views we can get on YouTube with it.
Oh.
Post it on his YouTube channel.
Oh dear. Well, you know what to do, don't you, Adam?
Wait, what?
What do you mean, do I know what to do?
Just finish a mod and, you know, we'll stop.
I'm not saying anything now. Need to think that.
Don't think I'm going to get into this. No, I'm not. Landed already started making a clip, you're fine.
I'm just gonna see that, it's gonna be like, what?
Oh, it's too long to clip. No! Just do 2 clips, that's fine.
Can you do that? Can you actually go back far enough then?
No, well, wait, when you when you upload this on YouTube, though, I can just screen record the bit we're interested in.
No, let's do that.
That'll do.
Oh, it's too far back in the stream now. Oh, damn it. I'll make sure it's uploaded to YouTube tonight.
Good, good.
I'm not gonna postpone my suffering.
No. Unlike you, I like to finish things.
Any more insults?
Nah, I'll lay off now. I'll be nice.
This lobby's hardcore.
You're just setting them up now, Adam. Come on.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No.
Oh, you've got me in one of them moods now.
We're in for a long lunch.
Reputation is in shatters.
Yep.
What reputation?
Someone who doesn't finish anything.
Oh, right, yeah, but, yeah. Wait, did you say your reputation was in shatters?
Yeah.
What do you mean in
What has
taxes?
changed
You
about
say I
your
don't
repu-
have one.
What has changed about your reputation?
Oh, any good aspect of it's gone. Now it's just all bad.
No.
Jesus. I've just been rear-ended pulling over to the side to let someone pass.
What speed are you doing?
Oh, I can go 9 mile an hour.
190 into a brick wall.
What speed are you
Oh, I
doing?
have had for the last 2 days, I've had my cruise control set at 6 miles an hour by accident.
That's fun.
I could have been doing 3 miles an hour more all this time.
Hey, it's almost realistic.
True.
I think that in real life wouldn't power more than that fire.
No, I would have said 3 or 4 mile an hour in reality.
It depends how fast you go.
With an 87? No, just for 25. What's it?
I mean, I've seen some pretty fast ploughing.
Mr. Plough, that's
Nobody
me.
ploughs these days anyway. What are you doing ploughing?
Mr. Plough. Getting the 10% extra yield.
Choose a subsoiler.
Ah,
A
plough.
massive the big agribusiness down the road from me ploughs still regularly.
Right?
So, yeah.
I thought it was very counterproductive and frowned upon these days.
There's all clay around it, I think. So.
Yeah,
Well, my
I've
way-
noticed that looking at my garden over the last few weeks. It's a lot of clay.
You could have made your own bricks, Adam.
It's not that good clay. It has to be pretty pure clay to do that. It's pretty contaminated. There's other soils in there. I don't even know if contaminated is the right word. It sounded right.
Know what you mean.
Come on, you've just done all this at uni, Adam. You should know.
We didn't too much on soils actually. None of the modules really focused on it.
It's not soil, it's clay.
Right, it's almost screenshot time, so I'm going to rejoin the game again.
Did you forget to lift your plough then, Jacob?
I just did a bit extra.
It's bugging me that my GPS buttons ain't working.
You're having to resort to the old school controls.
No, I just ain't using it.
Oh, Isaac, have you updated your NVIDIA drivers?
I haven't.
Ah, because I updated mine and my depth of field stopped working on shaders.
Ooh, that's not good.
They've added a load of new effects to it, and now it just doesn't actually act as depth of field. It just blurs everything.
I haven't updated my NVIDIA.
I'm running back. I'm just running back.
How do you go about doing that, Jacob? You know?
Updating your NVIDIA.
Yeah.
GeForce experience.
Well, you go into your graphics drivers on your graphics card, and then you press update.
Oh.
My graphics card has had an update
Would
in
you
the
have a
last
problem
10 years.
with doing that?
I know. I know.
And Jacob comes along with a savagery.
I mean, Adam did definitely set it up for me.
You know, I had a look on Scan the other day to see if I could get a graphics card, and there are a few available. The bad thing was, they were all 3090s, and they were over £1,000.
Well, for a uni student, that's obviously quite reasonable, because you don't have like lots of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you know, that's perfect for me, right in my price range.
Yeah.
Just tell university you need it. Get them to pay for it.
Yeah, tell the government you need it for home learning.
I do.
Exactly.
Well then.
If I get my placement at Coventry City Council, I'm going to try and claim it on expenses. Because they don't actually pay me, they just cover expenses, so I'm just going to say it's a vital upgrade I need for my computer to work at home.
That's a good idea.
Sounds like I'll have to get a job in local government.
And if they offer me a laptop instead, I'll just sell it.
Good idea.
Just tell them you need a gaming laptop.
You know, you can't use the word gaming in a working environment.
So you need an incredibly powerful computer for your advanced council stuff.
Yeah.
This thing's dreadful on the brakes. It just locks all of them. Yeah, no, it would be cool. My mate got a free MacBook, not Pro, I don't think, but a free MacBook when he started his course.
Well, that's a pretty good deal.
I won't tell you what Landy just said, Adam.
Please tell me.
Let me have a look.
Oh, let's know when I'm being slandered.
Oh, it was incredibly kind.
Wow.
It was,
What was it?
very complimentary of you.
Well, now I know you're lying. No one's complimentary of me.
Adam's home learning equals attempting to finish a mod.
You say you don't do very good home learning, because otherwise you'd be correct.
I think he's saying that you need to learn how to finish a mod.
Nobody else is finishing mods. Only Sam finishes stuff.
Ian,
What's Ian done?
loads of scripts.
True. I think so. Every time I finish something, Sam just goes, "Oh, it's not good enough," and tidies up a bit.
Yeah, but Sam's just like the ultimate perfectionist.
Yes.
I did think it was quite funny when Isaac was like, "Oh, you know, this is wrong," and Sam was just like, "He's done it better." No one's ever improved on Sam's work before.
No.
It's new territory. I'm surprised he got kicked immediately. And now look where he ends up, on Sam's farm. You have a superior being now.
With a Massey.
My Massey, not yours.
That is true. Yours is too expensive.
How is it?
Wait, what? No. Don't put
Yours is too expensive. Your own one.
But ours is too expensive, yeah.
Well, I've got yours, I think. I don't. Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
short one.
Look at you. Has it got the fix on it now?
I don't know. I haven't been on.
Actually,
But it wasn't
technically,
the update, so.
technically I finished a mod the other day.
Oh, what was it?
I finished an edit of a New Holland CR. I made it into an old gen version.
It
And
only
limits
counts if you release it, by the way.
it limits my game to 30 FPS. It's brilliant.
Beautiful. How on earth did you manage that?
Not a clue. I just get loads of errors, and then it's only when it starts threshing that it goes to 30 FPS. Rest of the time it's fine.
You've broken something, I think.
Yeah, I have.
That's hardly finishing a mod.
Well, I consider it done.
This is another dig at me,
What?
saying a broken mod's finished.
No.
Do you know what? It wasn't intended to be, but now you say it. It was more of a dig at myself because I'm utterly useless at modding.
Oh, look at that, what's in the field? I've got something red. Ooh, middle.
You better not find a scratch card, or I will come over there and punch your nose.
I was giving it casual threats.
50 quid.
Put your tractor in the sea.
It's a good old 50 quid.
I could do with a scratch card right about now.
So
We don't need one. That's the advantage of being a sheep farmer.
there we go, David. Get a nice solid 20 FPS.
You got a lot of free time. Drive around looking for them.
I'm going to be a sheep farmer very soon.
We don't need the money in the first place.
Come on, brakes work.
Screenshot.
Let's go. I need to check to make sure this grass
Screenshots
actually
of
is
the
right.
rubbish. Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Chris.
I'm not ploughing.
Mm-hmm.
I should have ploughed 26 instead of just cultivated. Oh well.
What are you doing, Jacob? Oh no.
Was going to put your tram lines in for you.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
But I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure you'll need to.
Southfield.
I think we can keep them, can't we?
Not a clue.
Go, go, go. Yeah.
No,
No, we're always happy to help.
I'd leave them for now. You can always rip them out before we seed if you want. If you need to.
If you leave them in, then you don't have to use proceed.
True. Oh well, I'd just photobomb you for a bit, Isaac.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't speak Spanish. I barely speak English.
Well, for the camera. We got the wrong side.
So,
There
we
you go.
get the right position. There we go.
There you go, dude.
Why
That's
are the
about
brakes making up so easily?
There we go. Let's go roll my seeds.
Not the best screenshot, but it's got the two best chapters in it, so it makes up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not fertilized? Oh, that's why you got to turn it on. Got you.
Ooh, over the pubs.
That's fair.
I do like these little clean cultivators. This is like mine. This is the size of fun I like doing in this game.
3 meters.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Never. I've
It's a
rarely-
shame there's not very many maps set up for it.
I've tried doing 3 meter cultivating on this map and no.
When I had my West Coast save, I had that little 3 meter seeder, the one that goes in the rapid on the linkage. Yeah, I had that for about 7 substantial fields, and then a few years on, I upgraded it to another 3 meter seeder. It was trailed instead.
Oh, lovely.
Evening, Colin. No worries, bud.
Proper upgrade right there.
Yeah, and I upgraded from a 3 meter power harrow to a 3 meter cultivator.
So that's actually a downgrade.
Yeah.
Going from mounted to trailed.
It was.
This car is dreadful to drive. With cut tires.
I think it was the
They're not even
coolest
good.
DLC that I upgraded to, which is quite nice. I remember I put it on the 6480.
That thing was so pointless, I didn't even bother adding it to the next game. I don't think I've ever used it, and the Condisi was the only one I actually bought when I needed it, when it came out, and I'd actually enjoyed.
I think I've used the Coon DLC a fair bit. So, I like the S Pro Cedar, the 3 meter one. It's my kind of Cedar.
Yeah, I like the seed.
I've just never used it.
I think that's the only.
It looks good.
How can you pick a fight with a crumble?
Sorry.
By throwing it on the floor?
How does what?
Was that a pun? It sounded like a setup line.
No, Landy. SG picked a fight with his crumble.
Oh right, yeah. If you look in food chat,
Oh, that's too.
Where's food shot? There's food shot.
ooh, that was rude. Screenshot.
Where's the crumble? There's no crumble. It's just stewed apple.
I'm about 200 and some hours on here so far, David. That's just on the Dedi.
Oh god, someone asked you how long you played FS.
No, just on this map.
Oh god! All your hours are on this map, aren't they? Apart from the other server.
Well, there's the other server, and then there's well, there's Cobra server, and then there's been some single player stuff. West Coast server.
Carrington server.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That was the greatest.
Challenging.
That was the original Crumble multiplayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Break speed camera.
Congrats, Kelvin.
There we go now, back over the speed limit.
I remember when we had the massive, beautiful road train on that one.
That was brilliant.
So what's happening with my Savage Insult, which destroyed my career? Is it being used or not?
Yes, when I upload my video to YouTube later, it will allow Jacob to screen record it, and then we can share it for everybody to see.
The crumble's on the bottom. Oh,
That's a crime against food.
Nah, sorry, Landy, that is just wrong. Crumble always goes at the top with custard on it.
didn't even try. That's like worse than a dinner lady. At least they lift it out the correct way. Well, you usually flip it in the air or something, like a pancake.
Why do you have to take the crumble out of the tin?
I left by
I know, when I scoop it out, right, it's in a dish, you put the spoon underneath, you scoop upwards, and then you drop sideways, and it slops out nicely.
And then you put the ice cream in next to it.
Yeah, ice cream.
No, you can't have ice cream with a crumble.
I've custard.
Yeah, I believe you can.
No, you
Custard
can't.
is only custard is illegal unless it's cold.
Oh,
No, you've got
Wait,
hot
Are we
custard with a
talking-
hot pudding.
yeah. Hot custard,
Are we
hot apple
talking
crumble is amazing.
proper custard
Hot
or
custard is
powder
disgusting.
custard?
Right, well,
Proper custard or powder custard?
Proper
my mum's
custard.
homemade custard is good.
Custard
Don't know.
made with bird's custard powder.
Too
Custard
posh.
powder custard is
What do you mean
disgusting.
too posh?
Ain't got time for that. Top of walls.
Well, the other half was actually done proper custard homemade from scratch.
How much time she got on her hands?
Too much.
Custard takes ages to make, doesn't it?
No.
Well, get right.
No. Ask your brother, he's a chef, he'll tell you.
His last creme brulees or anything to go by. I'd rather not.
What pub or restaurant does it work at? I'll avoid it.
No, they've been taken off the menu, don't worry. No, they haven't. It's just he tried to do it at home without the blowtorch and it went into a raster's thing. Oh, that's dreadful. 106 round Austria. Ugh.
Right, what's everyone doing now?
I'm rolling field 126.
I'm still cultivating 25. I will be for another half an hour, I think.
I'm going to get my cultivator and come and join you in a minute, Isaac, and show you how it's done.
Oh. No.
Which of Sam's fields still need ploughing?
83, 92.
The 70
104.
somethings, I think need time.
Sorry?
71, 70, and 77 might need time.
Did I get any of my guesses correct?
Although we've got a plough, so I wouldn't. I would hold it.
No, wait, what did you say, Adam?
83, 92, and 104.
Well,
Any
92
of those
is, my,
correct?
92 is my field. 104 is currently not owned by anyone, but I will probably buy it. What was the other one?
104.
83.
Oh, 83. Where is 83?
83
close.
is owned by
Wayne's on the
Neo.
other server. New. Oh, I've got that sort of Cornetto coney taste in my mouth. I need a drink to get it out, and I haven't got one. I'm in a race.
Oh no.
Wait, have you just had a cornetto?
Oh yeah, remember I said I stuffed it in my mouth because I ran out of hands.
I was going to go get a cornetto earlier and I completely forgot.
Well, when I say Cornetto, I mean I mean a rip-off Cornetto.
Oh, we just got actual cornettos that are like caramel flavour and it sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, posh. Posh.
You're the one who lives in like Royal Leamington Spa or whatever.
Royal Leamington Spa.
Royal Leamington Spa.
Did you put on a southern accent for that?
Yeah, Wayne's alright, Kelvin. He's been streaming some Assetto Corsa tonight.
I saw that. I didn't know if there's commentary though, so I didn't stick around. I didn't see there's any VCs anywhere.
I think all Discords have been a bit quiet lately.
Oh wow, I lift off to take someone past and it's not even the same guy and then it goes away.
That one. Never mind. Have we finished rolling yet? Board now. I need a 400-metre roller. That'll do.
Oh, I love Austria so much. None of you are interested in F1, are you?
Not wildly.
Well, I used to be, you know, 20 odd
Did
years.
anyone watch the race last weekend?
Nope.
No, I was busy.
I was washing my hair.
2 hours?
How long does it take to wash your haircut?
As long as it takes.
Fair enough.
I've been thinking of getting it bleached
Oh,
and
I'm lagging.
dyeing it. I
What
like
colour?
Vibrant blue.
Blue?
Yeah, blue.
Mr. Fenn going blue?
Alright, I'll see if I can find a Fenn green and dye it green.
Nature green. Which fence?
No, new green. Gotta be the new green. Nature green is
Yeah,
they're like mop.
No, I like the original green.
Which one's the dull one?
The original.
Nature.
No, the nature one's like the bright green one.
Is it?
The nature green's the new one, yeah.
I get confused.
Hold on, let me find the fence.
What about forest green is the dark one?
No, that's nature
Forest
green.
green is...
No, the
sun
dark
one.
one. The dark one's nature green. I'm sure it is.
Oh,
No, it's in the really dark one.
Oh, right, the really dark one. Yeah, got you.
Special edition, whatever.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
not nature green.
Forest green.
That's forest green. What's the blue one? The bluish green one.
Petrol.
Green with red
It was the
sides,
petrol engines.
yeah. Even without.
I don't think they do it anymore.
And the orange is what? It's industrial.
Comicule. Commercial. But German.
I think I saw a prototype of one of the orange ones.
The only tractor that deserves to be orange is a Valkyrie.
Or a Renault.
See that?
Or a Kubota.
Yeah. No, Kubota's a... There.
They're not bad, but sorry, they're not good, but they're not quite as bad as I anticipated.
They're cheap, aren't they?
How much you gonna
Yes.
pay me, Landy? You pay me and I'll do it.
What's this?
Get my hair dyed, white on white top, green sides, and colour my ears in red with a Sharpie.
What, as in full St George's?
White top, yeah, white on top, green sides, and colour my ears in red with a Sharpie.
I don't get it.
Twister ice cream?
Oh God,
Glass?
no. God no.
Those would be the class colours though.
And
Well, I'll just make sure it's not the class shade of green.
Where's the white coming from?
Roof,
the roof.
or the cab.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about Fendt design.
You sure you don't have to work for it?
Technically it's a silver colour.
No, I've got plenty of that
It's
already.
not white.
Isn't it?
It's not silver, it's just grey.
Silver, grey, same colour, just different metallic flake.
Don't tell him that without. I'll go and get it done tomorrow and then he can give me 10 grand. I'll definitely do it for 10 grand.
Hold on.
10 grand he said. I know he was working on cars and stuff, but jeez.
Yeah, £1,000,000.
But I had 10 grand.
I had to count the zeros then. At least now I can start cultivating. All my fields are rolled. Fertilised.
Are you cultivating after rolling? What's he doing?
God, who's sniggering like a schoolgirl?
Sorry?
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Who? What?
What?
Who's
What?
sniggering like a what? Where? How?
I said, who was sniggering like a schoolgirl?
Yeah, who was?
I don't know.
Not me.
Weren't me. Adam.
Got nothing to snigger about. I'm in a different game.
Right. Let's
Screeny time.
find
If I was on the server, you could be suspicious. If I was on FS, you could question it. But I'm not even in FS.
My 17-point turn hasn't gone to plan.
Why are you doing a 17-point turn?
So I could turn around.
Why not?
Whereabouts are you turning around?
In my lane.
Well, yeah, I've currently made a bit of a roadblock.
Oh no. Marvellous.
Excuse me.
That's a movie.
Are you kidding me? A lap car gets spun out and I hit it.
There you go.
Oh, I think. Does the little circle
Okay, well,
come out in screenshots within video?
Nothing
They've
stops.
got
sorry. Nothing stops me in my phone.
Where are you heading on to, Rumble?
Me, I'm going to field 9.
Ah, where's that?
Top right.
Oh, you're just going to be opposite me then. I can see the field, you won't go back to go see.
Yeah, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've only got 11
come
fields
on.
to drill.
What's he doing in field 9 then?
Cultivating.
Does it not need... Oh yeah.
It does, but it can't be bothered.
It was
No.
grass originally, but I ploughed it all up, so...
No, yeah, no, I see which one it is. I was looking at the different field. It's very disorienting. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
You'll see me working the field with me right now. Oi, oi, get out of the field. Oi, yeah. Oh, no.
I'm coming down to the field as well now to join the party.
No, you meanie, you.
Isaac's losing his voice.
No, how dare you?
It's a bad day at the workplace.
How dare you?
400 horsepower tractor is on the way. Do you need assistance?
Yes, yes I do.
Red Army.
The Red Army.
Save me from football.
Power in numbers.
Don't know how well this will show up.
Oh no, no.
What? Oh, what are you doing?
Oh no. Awful.
The guy just spun out trying to overtake me.
Right. Never fear, I've got a Massey, I can erase anything.
Big brother. Oh, what do you think of the England win, by the way?
The what?
Football. Football.
England winning?
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was a bit of a miracle.
Yeah.
Oh, you've only
Should have
written,
lost on penalties.
Can't take
you've only written the high.
getting more screenshots now. Jacob has left the field.
Jacob let me out.
I cloud
Did it go? Oh. Oh yeah. Hey, you did go past. Oh, money. There's money.
Ah, damn it. Missed the money.
I'm now £10 richer. There we go. I came, I stole money, and now I'm leaving. Good day in the workplace.
Where exactly are you going?
Well, I'm waiting. I asked Sam if he wanted the tram lines ploughing in or not.
What did he say?
Don't take it.
He'd assumed that cultivators put them in, and I'm currently waiting for a reply.
Wait, he's assumed cultivators picked them up or put them in. Oh.
Put them in as in put them into the soil.
Oh.
That's probably a northern term.
Well, we've got a plough. I'm happy to go.
I was saying that was very cryptic.
You're both if you want to at some point. Just on Sam's turn. I am not at the level of.
It's having T4 ain't liking this.
Is it weak?
Four.
I mean, it's got a 6 metre cultivator on the back and I'm going uphill.
That's why you shouldn't have got a 74. 240 horses on. Well, that's what? 30 horsepower, not 30 horsepower. 40 horsepower.
Ah, she's mad enough.
Isn't 40 horsepower a metre about what you want minimum on a flat surface? Or am I?
I have no idea. All I know is Balers. Balers is my entire knowledge.
I know a little bit about tractors, but that's it.
I'll just have to go across the field instead of uppy and downy. I just thought I should have spread muck on this. I could have actually direct drilled as well. So I might just do that.
So you're just wasting your time.
Yeah. I'm not going to direct drill it.
How are you going to put a direct drill up there if you're struggling to put a cultivator?
Easy.
How are you going to put your tram lines in as well?
Easy.
You have to get
Science.
you have to bring Jacob's Matthew in to pull it.
I've got 24 and 97 that need cultivating.
Whereabouts are you? Do you need my Matty? Come and humiliate your fan.
No, 24 and 97 are nice and flat, thank you very much.
Have you done field 9?
Yeah, it's all finished.
Why does it still look like it's got stubble in it?
I don't know. It's an illusion. Map takes a while to update.
You're blaming Sam. I don't know, you're blaming Sam for your lack of work. Oh no! That was close, I nearly spun it then.
I've just realised. No, I haven't. It's an illusion. No.
What's an illusion?
I thought something was wrong with the badge on the steering wheel.
How dare you? How dare you?
No, I think it's just the angle.
Better be.
Someone's got the camera slightly offset by about 2 millimeters.
It offset itself. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's very slightly offset. Because the steering wheel, the GPS line, and the top of the bonnet and the dashboard are not aligned. I think it's because I'm on a hill.
Does field 27 need ploughing?
No,
Who's this 27?
mine.
Where's 77? Because that's what I've been told to do by Sam.
I've still no idea which fields we own. So,
77 is top of Hatton Lane.
that's,
It's good to know where all the fields are, isn't it? Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to get Sam to come on and put allow fields on. Correct fields.
Who's eating the microphone? Who's eating the microphone?
Oh, it must be me
Jacob.
moving the microphone.
going to say, ain't me. Mine won't move the cake on.
Can you still hear me if I do that?
I
Yeah.
can hear you now.
No. It's like half a mile away
You're
from
very
the now.
clear.
Wait, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, more it's clearer.
Really?
Less
Yeah.
pickup as well.
Less
Interference.
No, that's good then.
Less slobber.
This Massey's almost got 5 hours on it already. I've only had it a day, a couple of days, so.
My 724's got 8 on it, so.
We're catching up quickly.
Yeah, there's
My
3 of
Massey
you.
has 26.4 on it, so
My 615, well,
Yeah.
my 31,
You're on.
309's got
Just two of us
120
combined.
odd on it.
my 50 whatever it was before I sold it had like 100 on it.
I think
We reached 100 on the class.
the most I've ever had on the track is about, well, it's just over 50, I think, and that was on my 300 series when I was on West Coast.
You'll easily rack up the hours on here.
I had a 724 on West Coast, which had 300 hours on it.
Stop boasting about how much you play the game.
I don't think I've got 1,000 hours on the game in total, so it's hard to think.
Dread to think how many hours I've got.
I think mine.
How many of them have been wasted, just doing nothing.
I don't think mine could ever be any more than 1,000. Just because I don't think very much.
Right. So, hours check, come on. Let's see who's got the most hours.
I can't check mine.
I can't check mine either, I don't think.
Of course you can.
I've got it on disc.
Same.
Yeah, so.
You'll suck. I've got
Old
2,000.
school.
2,150.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Get alive.
And that's just on Steam. That doesn't count what I played on Xbox.
Ouch.
That's 2,500 hours of your life.
I wonder what that is in days. That's going to be depressing, isn't it?
No.
About 100, isn't it? About 100 days, 24 hours.
Yeah,
About 100 days.
that's scary.
Hold on, how many hours was it?
That's 24 hours in a day, 2,500 hours.
Yeah, but how many hours was it?
Hold on.
2,500.
Oh yeah, it's 104 days.
2,158.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
well that's a bit less. That's about
Less than
84
100
days.
then.
That's only on his PC.
I've probably
That's a-
got the same, if not more, on the Xbox.
That's a lot of time, but then... To be fair, the game's been out
Is
for
this on
years now.
FS or just on 17?
Just on 17.
Jesus.
I think on my Steam games, the most I have is about 350. And
I think I've got 290 on ETS. I've got about 250 on Rainbow.
I think I've got about 350 on City Skylines and about 200 on ETS and 100 on ATS.
Oh, if we're doing
I
all of our
can't.
games. We'll do all of our games, shall we?
About 100 on Airport CEO.
Alright, I've got 2,100.
Airport speed.
Yeah.
Right, is this... Are we looking at Steam games?
Yeah.
Alright, let me load up Steam.
I've got 200 on City Skylines. I've got 30 hours on FS19. 29 hours on Wreckfest. 8.1 hours on Gold Rush. 303 hours on ETS. 43 hours on Age of Empires.
Are you kidding? I've just been spun by a lap car.
I read out...
2.9 hours on F1 2019 and 84 minutes on Dirt Rally.
I read out mine.
Oh, go on then.
Right, Wait. Oh. Yeah, right, that's right. I have 32 minutes on Lawn Mowing Simulator. I have 5 minutes on Blender. And I have 26 hours on F1 2018.
How quick?
You have more than 5 minutes in Blender, surely.
Yeah, but it doesn't register it for some reason.
So,
I think I've only loaded it once through Steam. The rest of the time I load it through a shortcut on the desktop.
You'll say even I've
Load it through Steam, otherwise you won't see how many ridiculous hours you spent looking at pixels.
I've got
Yeah, but I
7
don't want to
minutes
know
on
that.
Blender.
I just got the direct download of Blender.
I had that, and then I realised I wanted to keep track of my hours, so I used Steam version. Plus, it's so much easier with the updates.
I don't bother keeping track of hours because it's just generally depressing.
I'm still on 2.83.
I'm now on 2.93. Up to date.
You're 10 points ahead of me.
Waiting for Blender 3.0.
When's that?
I'm not upgrading to 0.3 because UV Master didn't work with it. So I just stayed on 0.2. Well, it didn't transfer easily, so...
I've got my 2.83 set up for the UV pack now, so I'm not planning on changing it anytime soon.
Hold on, what's the latest update for Blender?
2.93.
Alright, yeah, that's what I'm on.
Something.
Did it say it doesn't work with UV Packmaster?
You can just
It didn't when I upgraded, so I rolled back.
Ah, right.
Which is the beauty of the Steam version.
I'm really
You
easy
can
to
just
play
download an
this
old
game.
version
Start
from the
talking
website.
about it.
Alright.
What do you need?
Let's have a look at my Steam hours. Alright, so on Steam I've got 266 hours in Blender, 154 hours in City Skylines, 9.3 in Dirt Rally 2, 296 in Euro Truck, 176 in F1 2020, 33 in 19, 2.7 hours on Hearts of Iron 4, 9 minutes on Lawn Mowing Sim, 21.5 on Mini Metro, 105.9 hours in Nimby Rails.
Evening,
Jesus
Sam.
Christ, that's bad. 2.6 in Titanfall, 211 in Siege, 19.6 in Train Sim, 8 hours in Wreckfest, and nothing in the demo version thing. And then I had a fair few hours in 19, but I had to uninstall that on my last computer, and I never uninstalled it on this one.
I think I don't know if you've heard of Simple Planes. It's a weird sandbox plane building a game. And I think I've got about 150 embarrassing hours in that.
I can't believe I've got 102 hours in Nimby Rails. All you do is draw tracks.
Weren't you
that's
absolutely...
that's a burn and a half there.
Where?
That's happened.
Sam, he's just joined
Sam?
the chat.
He's not even been in tonight and he already understands what the subject of tonight's discussion
Oh god, what's
is. It's
happened?
his first time popping up on the screen and he already
Please
knows
tell me
what
I'm
we're all on about.
Read it out, I can't exit my game.
We get it, Adam.
Adam, all hours you could have spent finishing your mods. He doesn't even know we've been roasting you all night. It's brilliant.
That's a close second to Crumble's marriage one.
Yeah, Jake, have you got to make a clip of what I did earlier? That was...
Yeah, I will.
Tonight's been a bad night.
Tell me about the...
I'm just gonna go delete my mods folder now.
Jake, did you want to ask someone
Apparently I don't.
the tram lines? Did you ask?
Oh, I asked Sam about the tram lines and we worked it out. It was, the tram lines are just, they're not actually tram lines, they're manure because it's fully fertilised.
Oh yeah.
Which I had not
Very
realised.
upset.
So if you seed it now, they wouldn't actually come up as tram lines.
No, I guess not.
Is anyone gonna apologise or no?
Apologise for what?
Drive the Dagger Digger. Dagger Digger? Dagger Deeper. Well, I can't even talk now. You brought me to an emotional wreck.
So,
You're not going to dig a driving with that going.
Oh my god.
You
Adam,
can't even finish your sentences now.
Adam, you need to start reading the chat, mate, because you're getting roasted.
Oh, I don't want to. Do I have to?
Anyone would think you're getting a reputation, Adam. Oh, this is brilliant fun. As stated earlier, Adam, it's what you didn't do that's the problem.
Anything else? I feel like you're just shoveling dirt on the corpse of the coffin already.
Now, have you made the coffin yourself? Because if so, it won't be finished.
Oh my god.
You've plenty of dirt because you won't have finished the top of it. Just an open coffin.
Cultivators don't reset the fert levels, only ploughing does.
Yeah.
Very upsetting for me.
Right. Which is very good.
I think he was laughing there, Sam.
I was not laughing. I'm on the verge of tears. My eyes are moist. Sam, they've been bullying me for hours.
We've been bullying you out. I've only been streaming for an hour and a half. We've
Right,
told you how to
Ellen.
correct this.
They're giving me impossible scenarios.
If I get a 3690,
Isaac's the Wrigley to fire.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, Sam's on full savage mode tonight.
Oh my god. I just read it.
That was worth losing my
that's got to be on par with Crimble's one now.
I'm reduced.
That was
I'm going
worth
to turn my
losing
fan
my
off. I'm going to start crying.
Right, repeat after me, Adam. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
I'm reporting you to Twitch for cyberbullying. Get your channel deleted. What did I do? Who did I
told ya.
offend in a previous life?
I hope you're feeling better soon, Sam.
Yeah,
What's
get
Sam
on
done?
Well, he's not been feeling good all day.
Not been feeling good for the last half hour. That hasn't stopped you guys.
Do you
That's
wanna
my form.
hear the best bit, Sam? Adam
Oh,
tried accusing
God.
Ian of having unfinished mods.
I didn't think when I said it. I just thought of someone off the top of my head. Ian has been very helpful.
Yeah, because he's been finishing your mods for you.
What mod?
Well,
Little sledge?
Yeah, he helped
Actually,
you
to
in
be
game
fair-
the bale sled, he helped you in game the flat 8.
No, it's the other way around. I modelled
So
the
the
game
Bale
for
Sled
Ian.
was Ian's mod, wasn't it? And you modelled it for him.
It was.
Yeah. He was like, can't be bothered to do it, you do it. And then everyone blames me when it's not finished.
Well, he did technically ask you to do the modelling, and some of the modelling isn't done, so,
Yeah.
you know.
You
He
haven't
hasn't
finished
told me
your
what he wants modelling.
That's the whole point, Adam. You did the modelling, you haven't finished doing the modelling, so it's an unfinished mod.
I
I don't see
disagree.
any decals. You said you'd do decals.
I said you could just use the ones off the grab.
I don't care about
I know that's
details, I
crap
just
up.
want the attaches sorting out.
I'm just gonna send Sam a DM in admin and get you all kicked now. I think I have sway over Crumble. I can get it done.
You seen Sam's latest post?
No, God.
He is on fire tonight.
As a moderator, can I remove another moderator's privileges?
No.
Oh.
I almost want to stop playing and just roast Adam.
I feel like I'm in Comedy Central or something.
Oh my goodness.
Who's next?
Check chat, Adam.
Tonight's the roast of Adam, and tomorrow is the roast of Adam.
Yeah. Every night
When
is
do I
roast
get
Adam
my
night.
revenge? Do I get revenge or not?
Well, it depends if you can find anything to get revenge on, doesn't it?
Oh. Damn it. It's gonna be hard.
You could remove our incredibly highly privileged VIP roles in your incredibly active and busy server.
Jesus
I'd
Christ.
lost that for all the messages I'd miss and all of the opportunities I'd miss out on.
Thank you, Jacob. I get the idea.
Oh, sorry, Sam, was my field offending you?
It's not fair. I'm just going to tell you off either.
Well, the person who could tell us off is currently joining in, so yeah.
Exactly, I'm just going to tell you off.
I mean, you can just get back at us.
Yes, boss. I will make sure every micron of my field is plowed in future.
I might play 19 just to annoy him. That's fun. Post some really horrible pictures.
And go on for days about how good it is.
I know what he's going to do. He's going to go on
No,
and
I'm not-
turn the saturation
I'm not
right up.
insane, Jacob.
Give himself a syntax.
That's physically impossible. You can't go past 100% on saturation. It's done. I mean, it's limit.
FS19 is on 200% saturation as it is. So.
I took one of the 22 screenshots and turned it down to like 50% saturation. It didn't actually look that bad.
It does show.
Just remember, Adam, if you're going to play 19, you need your sun cream and your sunglasses on at all times.
I'm waiting for the next shot. Come on. Someone's got to be reloading.
Take it away, Sam. But if it carries on much longer, I'm going to have to have a bathroom break.
Hold on, what happened? Oh right, it's your eyes, not mine.
What are we doing with these 6 million boxes of sugar beet and potatoes?
Well, I will buy some off the estate if I get sheep.
Oh, so who's that directed at?
There's 116 pallets.
If I'm allowed to buy them, I'll buy some and feed it to sheep.
I turned my fan on because I was getting really hot due to all my pain. But, yeah, I was just kicked up all the dust.
I suppose if I can
So now you're
steal
joking.
some, then I won't need to plant any beet this year. Extra field for grain. Get in.
Should have finished painting the wall then.
We're paying people to do that, thank you very much.
How long is it going to be till that's all done?
They haven't even started, really. Well, did you see the pictures I posted today?
Yes.
So we've got walls going up. We've got walls going up, and they've done the inside dividing wall, and that corner where the toilet was is where they're going to put the temporary kitchen. So hopefully the temporary kitchen's going in next week, which means then they can then start on the kitchen and stuff. I don't know, many weeks.
Ooh, it's nice sunset outside.
Many weeks.
It's dark down over here.
You got sunset. It's dark.
Yeah, beautiful sunset.
It's dark and miserable down here.
It's been 23 degrees and bright sunshine all week.
Oh, shut up.
Bliss. I mean, did you see the pictures I posted earlier? The whole cropping, just dust pluming off the fields, bright sunshine.
I know enough about dust for
Immaculate.
the last few weeks, thank you very much. My windows was covered in a fine layer of brick.
God, that dust must be really ruining your graphics card.
Oh, don't. I'm dreading to open my computer. I mean,
Can't imagine what that would do to my Nvidia if I got it on mine.
I wore a mask for the first time in about a week inside my own house yesterday. When I was hoovering.
I'm not even going to ask why you were wearing a mask when you hoovered.
You know when you're baking a cake and you put some icing sugar on it?
Mm-hmm.
And you get that sort of...
Yeah,
that sort of cloud of fine, elevated particles that appears. If you imagine that in an entire room and it smells of concrete, sort of gravelly, earthy... I don't know how to describe the smell. That in our lounge. And you could see it as you walked in, the entire room. Yes, now I finished a mod. That's what you missed. No, I'm baking the normal texture again.
Well, you missed Adam complaining about not having a graphics card yet again.
I did not complain about having a graphics card.
See, you just did.
Well, unless anyone wants to donate me £1,000 to buy a 3090, which won't fit in my case, or run on my board.
So you buy the 3090, I'll have that and I'll send you mine.
very good trade deal.
That sounds like a good trade deal. Yeah, I'll buy something which is the most expensive in the world, and you can give me yours second hand. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point, but the inflation on prices of graphics cards at the moment, you buy a 3090 and then I'll sell you my 1660 for the 3090 plus 200 quid.
Plus 200 quid? Oh,
Yeah.
bargain.
Absolutely.
To be fair, if I could get a new graphics card, I'd sell it mine cheap as well, but...
If I get a new graphics card, I'd sell my own as well. I can't, because there's none available.
They are available, you just type one.
Well, they're not available where I've got.
I bought one in February last year, which was perfect timing.
Thank you very much for that input, Jacob.
Because a month later, lockdown happened, and then the market went boom.
I think I got this one in October last year, second hand.
How do you mention that?
Reasonable price.
Was it like Facebook Marketplace or something like that?
eBay.
eBay.
I didn't buy it personally myself.
I was in a few on there, and some of the pictures, you know it's not worth looking at when someone hasn't even bothered to wipe it off with a duster.
Yeah.
They just yanked it out and it looks like it's been sat outside for about a year.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Right, yes, I'll buy your 970 for, I don't know, what was that, £300? Yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
970.
It'd probably work better than yours here.
Okay. No. Oh. Well, Sam, apparently Sam offering a card he can't sell is really nice.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, if I won the lottery, I'd buy you a graphics card.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. If I won a lottery, I'd buy a house next to yours, and I'd just, like, put up blue messages on Bing Boom before something now again. Just to ruin your views, sort of thing.
And then as I won the lottery, I've also won the lottery, I'd call missile strike on your house and get all the billboards destroyed.
If I won the lottery, I'd buy Adam a nice, 28 grand PC, the big beastie dealie.
We don't discuss 4K texture making.
No, I'll stand outside his house.
There we go.
Do you want to know how long this 2K textures take? It's elapsed for 5 minutes and there's another 4 minutes to go.
Well.
And it's not even the entire texture, it's about 10%.
See, I tend to just set mine to my GPU and it's just like,
That's true, Sam.
I think I'm CPU. Yeah, I'm CPU. I'm not even using the GPU.
shame you can't buy the ability to finish a mod off.
Stop that. It's not even 2. Is it 2? Oh god, if it's 1k, I'm gonna cry.
Oh no.
Please be 2k. Oh thank god, it's 2k.
Tell you what, I'll donate some of my computer power to you. How about that?
I don't even know how that works. It sounds like witchcraft. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, to be honest.
Oh no. That crumble laugh tells me something instead.
Did you have time to make a coffee, Sam?
I've got a thumbtack here. Let's just stab myself in the leg.
That's funny.
That amount of time makes me sad. At least you don't have to endure it. Oh, I'm at 75%. 76%. Ooh, it's only been going 7 minutes. Oh my god. You know it's bad when you can see the microseconds ticking down.
Oh no.
You know that you got the minutes, the seconds, and then the ones after the seconds.
Yeah.
I can see those fractionally ticking down,
Whereas Adam's got
like 2 or 3
months.
time. That should just be a blur.
Are they called milliseconds?
Probably, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's just shocking, that is, Sam.
Oh god.
Adam, are you keeping up on the chat?
I am keeping up on the chat, I regret it. Let me just refresh the stream so I can actually see you farming. Oh, Sam gone red. Have you selected GPU compute? Let's be honest, I think we can all agree having GPU's not really going to make much difference, is it?
Is it not?
You know it's not.
What graphics card have you got, Adam?
Oh, here we
Say
go
it.
again. It's a card they don't sell. It's only available to manufacturers of pre-built machinery like Dell.
I used to have one of those.
And it's
It was
actually
dreadful, so as soon as I got it, I
it's
threw it
called
away.
It's called an R9 360, but it's not of that architecture. They just renamed it so it sounded more modern.
So in
I
potato
used to
terms,
have-
is it more of a Maris Piper or a King Edward?
I think the design is about 15 years old.
I used to
I
have.
would not be surprised. I was going to say 10, but then I thought maybe that was being a bit kind.
Yeah. I used to have an R7970, and that
Sounds even worse than mine. This one's got a 9 in it.
was 10 years old. So, and that was awful by the time
Actually, I could probably tell you how that is. Let's look it up again. Because, you know, I really enjoy looking at my card. And seeing how poor it performs against anything.
You can read hieroglyphics, can't you?
Well, here we go. Oh my god. It's a graphics card launched by AMD on May the 5th, 2015.
Wait, what?
So, not as old as I thought, to be
But
honest.
the architecture is probably 10 years old, doesn't it?
It does support DirectX 12. That's surprising. I don't think I've ever seen it work. It doesn't work on F1. Unlike the fully unclocked previous series, which uses the same GPU, oh my god, AMD has disabled some shading units on the card to reach the product's target shader count. It's got a detune on it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's got a detune of about 130 units, which is about 7%. Oh my god. It's got DDR5 memory, 1000 hertz. I don't think it's got any redeeming features.
It works.
Okay, it's 2% worse than the GeForce GTX 285. And it's 11% worse than the GTX 650 Ti. So that's your sort of market point. You know, the lowest possible card you could get, pretty much. It's the cheapest dedicated GPU available.
Sure, you see what the figures are against the 3090.
Why on earth would I compare it to the best card on the market? Oh, okay. So, my card at 100% compared to the 3090? The 3090 is 1477%. 1477.
Made me crash.
Nearly 1500 times better. Oh, you guys all run 1660s, don't you?
No.
Well, the 1660 Super is basically 480% better.
Sam's asking what about a GTX 1070 6GB?
1076 gig is exactly the same as a 1660 Ti at 490% better than mine.
What about a 1080? 8 gig.
1080, 570. Oh, this is depressing.
I need to remember what
So-
card I've got.
Next time you're slating me for a graphics card or something, remember I'm running at less than 1%. Is that right? No. God, 5%. I'm running at 5% of your capacity. Jesus.
Where's Jacob gone?
He's probably laughing, he's turned his mic off.
He's left the...
Oh, I'm going to see if I can find out what graphics card I got. Bear with me a second.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah. It's finished!
Yay. Well done.
Oh, where can I find out what my blooming GPU is?
System information.
What?
Some sort of system information page.
I'm just gonna leave this baking in the background.
Right, I'm
We can watch
ready.
Alex. Has anyone? Do you guys have Prime?
Yes.
Amazon Prime Video. Have you watched the Alex Rider series? There's a
No.
exclusive thing they did. Oh, me and my brother watching it, very much enjoying it.
Yeah, I've
Obviously,
got
we're
that.
teenagers. So.
I've got a GTX
Oh.
1060.
Thank you so much for your input. I shall just ignore that.
GTX 1060, come on. How much better is it?
Oh, I was halfway downstairs.
Go on. Chop,
1060.
Yeah.
A 1060 is. Oh, it's a bit further down. Oh, 1050 Ti. It's got to be above that. Missed it. 1066 gig.
Yeah.
364%. Happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy now.
You're over 300 times more powerful than mine.
I was beginning to think my graphics card was a bit of a potato and it needed an upgrade.
Well, Sam's is 400 times better than yours.
Who's got a whale in City? Oh, hey, David.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Guess who's back? Back
You missed all
again.
the you missed all the comparison figures.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was it particularly relevant?
You could probably make a clip of it if you wanted to.
We're not going to come out again.
Oh right, was it another dig at Adam?
Oh, it was me digging my own grave.
Right.
But have you finished
Interesting way
it?
to do things.
Constantly done.
Oh, you finished it for him?
Finish what for him?
Your grave?
What?
Well, you said you started digging your own grave, and I said, well, they must have finished it for you.
Oh, I was just, saying how bad my graphics card was compared to everyone else's, because no one believed how poor it was.
Ah.
Crumbles is 300 times better than mine.
Wow.
Yours is about 500. Isaac's is about 600 or something like that, I can't remember.
That's not that
Randy's
much.
just sent me his specs in a very nicely formatted thing, and it's very depressing. Although it is nice to know I've got similar things apart from the graphics card.
What processor do you have?
Oh no, he's got 3 monitors, I'll take that back.
Are you
What
baking
processor
some
are you
American kidding?
What? Our processor? God.
Yeah.
R5 360XT? Yeah, that's it. Basically, top of the range, previous generation AMD 5, whatever it is.
True that.
I don't know.
950 pre-built.
AMD series.
5 is basically equivalent to a top range i5 9 generation.
I have an i5.
So do
I
I.
think it's 9, it might be 10 generation. What's the current generation of i5? Is it 11th generation?
Yes, 11th generation.
It's 10th generation equivalent.
I've got 6th generation i7, which is getting on a bit. But
Landy says he spent 950 on his tower. I'm assuming that's not including the monitors.
wait, 950?
Yeah. I had a budget of £1,000, including one monitor. And I've spent $750 without the graphics card so far.
I bought a keyboard, a mouse, a monitor, a PC, and a graphics card for 500 quid.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, but
the
this
monitor.
isn't
monitor.
days, is it?
I got the
this isn't-
monitor. I got the keyboard. I got the mouse, and I got the PC without the graphics card, all for 250 quid on eBay, all in like a package deal.
This is before everything got hijacked, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was before lockdown.
All the miners exploiting everything, and
It
stock
was-
plummeting and prices soaring.
It was January 2020 when I bought it, which was very perfect timing.
We've seen some comment.
Where's Sam's comment?
Oh god, well, I'm not watching the stream anymore, so you have to relate it to me. Well, let me just load the stream up on the Twitch app.
Well, put it this way, Adam, your bedroom won't be cold anytime soon.
What?
Be red hot.
I'm gonna go through my screenshots now.
The chat isn't there for me. Why is the chat not there?
Because you've only just joined.
Oh. Can you tell me what it says?
Got to log in first.
Yeah, you
Log in?
yeah, you have mod powers, don't you? So if you log in, you should be able to see it.
Is it going to work? And the password's wrong.
Just someone read it out to me.
I can't remember what my Twitch password is.
It's better known as bedroom heater.
Is that an AMD slander comment? That is,
Yes.
isn't it? Inappropriate.
Okay, I'm not going to log into Twitch. I've no idea what any of my login details are.
Oh, I thought I was going to miss the tree there.
So much for Sam wants to play a monitor. He didn't even come on. I mean, I had a dreadful time, but you know. What confuses me, right, is your graphics card is like 300 times better than mine, yet I can get like 90% of what you get in terms of looks and stuff. And I'm not that far behind on FPS. Like, it seems like you have to spend an awful lot of money to get not much more performance.
So you don't need a graphics card now.
It's not a power.
No, I'm just saying, the longer I wait, the more I realise that actually not that too bad. Obviously something like rendering kills it. Other than that.
Neither do I, Sam. Well, you're talking to the bloke who changed internet providers because he plugged his monitor into the wrong blooming socket on his PC.
Really? What? You did what?
Come on, you know this.
I don't
Sorry,
know
those
this.
aren't even the same cable.
I didn't hear this story.
I heard something about internet cable. I didn't know it's changed suppliers over
No,
there.
either.
No,
I remember the cable management issues. I don't remember changing internet providers.
yeah.
Is this the one where Ian gave up trying to give you help and drove round?
No, that was with SSD.
Then you came over, it's just something else.
I had my PC upstairs over Christmas, and so I obviously had to move it downstairs after we put all the decorations away. And when I was plugging it all back in, I plugged the VGA cable for the monitor into the wrong socket.
How did you do that?
Okay, how are you on VGA?
Because one of them's VGA and the other one's one of my monitors VGA and the other one's HDMI.
VGA is outdated by like 15 years.
Yeah, well, it still works. It's my second monitor as
Do you
well.
remember that one they did between VGA and HDMI, which was like DPI? That lasted like a year.
Yeah, I plugged it into the motherboard instead of plugging it into my graphics card, and then complained that I
so-
was getting really bad lag and everything else.
Because you're using integrated graphics.
Yeah. And
Lovely.
I blame the internet.
My processor doesn't even have integrated graphics, so I can't make that mistake.
Wait, why does it not have integrated graphics?
Because it doesn't need it. A lot of high-end cards processors don't have them now.
Can they still run games and stuff?
No, not games. I think it can run OS and stuff like that.
So you have to have a graphics card if you've got a high-end
It's designed for it, yeah.
CPU.
It's basically sort of streamlining. That's the one.
So if you want one expensive thing, you've got to go and buy another expensive thing.
Yeah, there was a variation. So the R5 card I was looking at, there was the 3600G, which had the graphics in it. There was the X, the T. No. There was the standard, then the G with the graphics, and then the X, which is what Wayne's got, and then the XT, which is the one I've got, which is 25 quid more for some slight improvements. Which you don't notice, but you know. I can just boast, I've got the better one than Wayne every time.
From here, it looks like Jake is ploughing the field the other way.
What do you mean the other way?
Well, he's going east to west, but the ploughing texture from here is going north-south.
That's just typical multiplayer sync.
Now the sun begins to set, just after I finish cultivating that field.
Oh no, have you missed ultimate screenshot opportunity time at 8
Yes.
o'clock? That sucks.
Stupid.
I remember I was playing a game years ago when Luke was testing Rosewood with Dylan, and we just fast forward the time all the way to 8 in the afternoon. They're like, right, let's take a load of screenshots. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you just take screenshots. I was like, I thought we were testing the map. But no, he just wanted loads of screenshots of it. I think one of those we took that day actually got used for the thumbnail. Like Optum on the mowers or something like that.
If Rose would have been a bit bigger, it would have been a pretty good map for save games. It's a little bit too small for me to really get going on it.
I don't know how on earth I ended up talking to them so much about it. Because they were already friends when I was invited. And then nothing ever happened after that? I don't know. It's a bit weird.
Fair enough.
But that was back in the day when you could make connections on FSUK. Yeah, you could actually talk to people and they'd respond to you.
Would you believe I haven't even noticed the sunset appearing?
It's pretty much
Yes,
set.
it's you. You're probably too focused on not driving into a wall.
Nah, too busy roasting you.
Ooh, you tell me.
I'm already burnt to a crisp. What are you talking about? Oh dear, I just broke another pin tank. Oh my god, why is my brother doing? I went to watch this bloody TV programme and he's just messed around in the kitchen. Bill Crosby breed after conviction all the time.
I could actually. Oh no, I ain't got time.
Oh,
Damn it.
time for what?
I was going to go down the shop, buy a load of seed, but I've only got 2 minutes to get down there.
Are you quick enough?
You can buy another Fen and then just push him out the shop with that.
I'm not sure how much seed I've got actually. Need to check.
Oh, local news. Couple found dead at house in Coventry. On Kenilworth Road. There's a lot of Kenilworth roads. Oh, 80 and 73. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, Sam. Catch you later, bud. There you go. You're safe now. Sam's gone.
The most savage insults are over.
10 bags of seed should do. Is it? Nope. Nope. Oh, what's the blooming buttons for getting the seasons menu up? 5 and 10.
Alt S.
Ooh, I can actually start drilling. Bonus.
I've got my TV program on now, so I'll be gone for about 45 minutes.
Shocking.
So, think of some roasts, let them mature. You can hit me later. See.
See you, Adam. Oh, what are we going to talk about now?
Need to prepare roast for tomorrow.
That is true. Might just find a picture of a cremated chicken and post that in the picture chat. Come on, go that way. That's it. Good, cool, man. We're gonna miss a roller. No.
Oh dear.
There we go.
It's reading about the hot temperatures today.
I will reverse this in here. Just like that. Right, let's get the drill. Go, go, go.
I think I'm going to pop off the server.
Yeah, 3 degrees. No worries, Isaac.
Yeah, but I'm going to see. Oh, it's fine, try and hop in. Maybe tomorrow as well. Then, yeah. Alright. I'm going to head off from DC as well.
Yeah, catch you later, bud.
Right, see you.
See ya.
Hey.
Yeah, park it the right way around. Yay me. Do 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 do. How's the moo-moos doing? Water and sugar beet. Let's stick some sugar beet in there. I'm running out of beets. Do 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 do.
Oh, and everyone's disappeared.
Yes, everybody's gone.
Well, just that time of day, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to finish ploughing Sam's field, I think. Pretty much done. If you were around and wanted to help, you know, feel free.
Oh, don't want much, do you? Yes, let me shoot some beet in the cows and then I'll come and give you a hand.
It's only a tiny bit.
And the bit by the time I finish doing this, you'll have it done then.
Possibly.
Oh, come on, you silly sodding box. Yeah, all my bindings are messed up. Rage quit because of a silly bloody sugar beet box. Silly sodding thing. Are you eating your microphone, Jacob?
No, it must just be oversensitive on my phone.
I'll let you off.
Yeah, it's either massively undersensitive on my computer or massively oversensitive on my phone. There's no winning.
No. That is what they call sod's law.
Indeed.
Oh, get off. Does that do much damage? Yeah, it'll do. Where we go? Don't crash. Alright, do crash. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and reset all my blooming keybinds.
Oh dear.
Which is annoying to say the least. Ah, missed. Ah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, don't tell me I won't leave. Great.
What's that?
I can't actually lift my seed bags high enough to.
Well done.
Load them in the drill. That'll do. Close enough. Oh, fuck. Tell you what, I'll do this tomorrow. I'm going to give Jake a hand, finish ploughing, and then I'll call it a night. And then I can go sort out all the bloody bindings.
Don't think there's much left to do with planning, so it shouldn't take long.
No, don't knock the grass harrow over here. Coming through, gangway. The wall there. Oh, there's barely anything left.
There was a lot more, but I pretty much did.
Me and my 3.5 metre plough make mincemeat of this. Ah, missed a bit. Forwards. Can't plough going backwards. There we go.
All done.
There we go. And we're off.
Probably shouldn't have gone this way, actually. Oh well.
Never mind. Right, what do I owe you for your ploughing?
Well, just whatever. Don't need to pay me anything if you don't want to.
I've got to pay you.
I'm happy to help. I borrowed your drill.
Yeah, but you paid for that by helping me to drill 126.
Oh, I guess so. Well, yeah, you owe me however much you're willing to pay me.
And I was washed at 724 and I was sending some dosh.
Thank you kindly.
But I'm looking at best. There you go, I'll make sure we're off the road. Do. Just make sure agree. There you go, paid.
Thank you.
Oh dear me. Now I can start the fun job of drilling all my... Ooh, I'm gonna have to feed Morton's cows.
Is Morton actually going to come back on the server at any point?
I don't know.
Because if not, then yeah, there's only so much point in doing everything to his cows.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yes, I've got all my fields ready for drilling now. Yay.
Right, I am off for the night.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna head off in a second as well.
See you soon.
Yeah, catch you later, bud.
Catch you later.
Bye. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. Sweet, yeah. Hope you've enjoyed it. Oh dear. And I'll no doubt see you guys again soon for some more farming and fun. Hope you all have a good day tomorrow. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.